week 3 on topics on relationships. Um, when I first was in a relationship on my transition, um, all my emotions were clashed together during like fights and stuff. I let my emotions get in the way. I wasn't very sociable with girls. I ignored them a lot. I haven't been in a lot of relationships when I wasn't transitioned. Um, my sex life was different. I didn't feel complete. I felt like a girl, and I was really hard on myself, and I didn't love myself at all, really. So it was really hard for me to be in a relationship, and I was angry with myself most of the time. It was really hard for me to be in a relationship at that time, and ever since I transitioned, it started getting easier and easier step by step. But yeah, it was just really, really different. I can't even imagine myself like that anymore. I used to be really jealous too, and I guess it's because I always felt like I couldn't compete because of who I was, and I just was really uncomfortable in my own skin. When I first started my transition, I stayed single for a little while, and then I started talking to a few girls. Again, I still let my emotions get in the way, and I was very just emotional involved into something, basically without thinking, and the way we fought with each other, I didn't feel complete. It was like two girls fighting. It felt like a lesbian relationship, and it just really wasn't what I was going for. And then when I first started T, I was single again for about another 4 or 5 months, and I started talking to a girl, and I actually went into a relationship, 4 months on testosterone, and a lot of things were different. I let my emotions get in the way still, but not as much. The feelings I felt were more individual, and they weren't all clashing together. I noticed that I was emotionally changing, and I was changing the way I look at myself. Always felt like a man, was always treated like a man, and the girl was actually a lesbian, so there sometimes guys like us have a lot of problems being with women like that, and I was really happy with myself, and nothing about the relationship bothered me. It went very smoothly in a way. We did start fighting, but again, it was different. It was just, I wasn't as involved, and I wasn't like hugely emotionally attached. Sometimes I was, but then when my dosage changed, things just got different, and like the sex life was so much different on testosterone. Just the way I did things, and the way I acted during a performance was completely different than it used to be. It was nothing like a girl, and like I felt really good about that. It made me really happy, and everything's just was different. When I had a conversation, it was different. I guess I could say I wasn't as interested, and it's not that I was being an asshole and wasn't listening. It's just I was starting to realize that I'm young, and a relationship is a relationship, and as long as you follow the rules and just worry about yourself and be involved in the relationship, and I mean worry about yourself as in worry about what you're doing right in the relationship. Like, don't worry about them as much. Don't always worry about what they're doing and trying to control what they're doing, because you just worry about yourself. And if the relationship doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I kind of had a feeling, compared when I first started, like before my transition, I didn't really care about myself. I always complained that the girl would leave, like just leave me. I don't want to be with you, or something like that, because I was always scared, just because it was like I wasn't ready, because I wasn't who I wanted to be. And if she cheated, or if I thought she cheated, I would really dig for it. I would really look for it, like I was looking for drama. And the difference between my transition is I don't really care. I don't want to be involved. I'm not going to be looking for it. If you say no, then I don't really care. Like, I'm not cheating, so I don't have to worry about anything. And I'm kind of insecure in some things, but I'm not really complete in my transition, so there's some insecurities that can still be fixed. And so basically, I'm way less insecure, and I'm just way happier altogether. Everything in my relationships, if I could compare after my transition, they're a lot better, and I think I make better choices than I used to. I don't say the wrong thing as much, or make as many mistakes, or go overboard as much, and I don't get as stressed out. I realize that I'm young and I have my whole life ahead of me, and since I'm happy to have my whole life ahead of me, it's a lot easy to look forward to what's going to happen after that relationship ended. In a relationship now, and it's even more different now because I'm later in my transition and I'm changing more, and I just don't really see it I can see it getting less bad than any of my relationships were, because of the way I am now, because I've changed and I love myself more. So that's basically the differences between when I transitioned and before I transitioned. And I'm a lot more sociable. I talk to girls a lot. I don't flirt as much when I'm in a relationship, but I flirt a lot when I'm out of a relationship, and I just do whatever, like just whatever makes me happy, and I follow my heart more. And I don't find me, since I started to, wanting to take advantage of people, cheat or lie, or just want to have sex with everyone. I just feel way more happier, and it causes me to react upon a different personality, like changing myself because of who I was before I didn't like. So I'm changing my personality before, and it's not that I didn't like myself because of who I was and my gender identity. It was just my personality as well. Like, I was a lot more negative, and I was just really unhappy. I was surprised to see that relationships have changed for me, and I'm happy for the change, because I feel that I could be in a relationship now and go without the girl even noticing I was ever female, if I wanted to, and that makes me feel great, because the partner that I'm with, that does know who I was before, they're not going to be able to tell who I am. Like, they won't be able to tell it. There would be a huge difference and a huge gap between who I was before and then, so I know they would treat me differently, they would look at me differently, and that causes me to change too, because people even approach me differently. So it's a really good feeling that I could redo that again. It just feels like I have a second chance, because I do have that chance to be 100% male, either during sex or during a relationship, or even during watching a movie with your girlfriend. Like, it could be as simple as that. It's just, it all changes. And even when you're not on T, you can still have that change, because it's all about your mind. It's all about transitioning your mind, because it's not just getting surgery and doing hormones. It's about, you know, it's all in your head. And for me, I haven't got any surgeries and I'm just on hormones, but I already see a really big change. It's almost like my transition's 90% done up here, and it's only like lower than 50% done on my actual body, just because I'm only on hormones. There's still 3 surgeries. There's still quite a few surgeries, depending if you want to go all the way or not. And so yeah, that's topic on relationships.